Welcome to the Ivaldi Sako podcast. In today's episode, we're going to see how to increase energy drastically, how to increase focus, how to reduce fatigue and not be tired anymore. And it will even help you increase positivity, better your relationship, your discipline, your creativity, your mood every day will be increased. And especially with the one thing I'm going to be talking to you about this week that nobody talks about. No sleep experts talk about this. I haven't heard Andrew Huberman talk about this, which I honestly like his work, but nobody talked about this. And I tried it this week and it was, the results were insane. I just loved waking up after this. What we're mostly going to talk about is sleep. And it will increase any other area of your life, right? Whether it's your business, your relationships, your health. And I've been trying to improve my sleep for the past 5 years, and I haven't tried this up until this week. And I tried it, and it blew my mind. I learned and tried a lot of things. I'm going to tell you about all the things I tried, all the things I do now, so that you can have context as well on all the things I do to better my sleep and to increase my focus and energy. And at the end, I will also give you a tool, a 5-minute easy to use tool to measure and improve focus, energy, and all those things, to like actually make you see, okay, this is what I got to do to improve. And it's so easy, it's insane. And I'll give this to you at the end. It will be an Excel sheet, a very easy to use Excel sheet is going to be very useful. So you want to stay till the end to get this. And if you're new here, my name is Ivaldi Sako. Welcome on this podcast. I'm the founder of OreGrowth.com. We help business coaches and experts attract high-paying clients on autopilot. And here, what I do, I document what I learn every week to help you become truly free and successful, make you a lot of money by mostly talking about business, personal development, this kind of topics as well. Anything that will improve your life, really, to make you enjoy your life, to, stay in the game of business if you're in business, and enjoy your life more and make you truly free and successful, make you a lot of money, right? And personal development, I said, business, and human psychology. I love those things. I talk about this. And so if you like those things as well, and you want to become truly free and successful, have this kind of enjoy your life, subscribe, because honestly, this is all I talk about, and you will love this podcast. Also, we have a little fee on this show, a little agreement between the two of us, and is that if you like it, if you get some value out of it, you share it. So if you didn't like it, you don't share it. But if you did, if you got something out of it, you share it. Thank you. So I'll first start with the list. And at the end of the list, I'll tell you the biggest thing that will make you the most amount of results. And nobody talks about this. But you need first context on everything that I do, right? So here are the things that I do to, by the way, I tried to improve my sleep for the last 5 years. And this is the first time in, I think, my life, except maybe when I was a kid and I used to wake up and I wanted to watch Pokemon. And I was so excited waking up in the morning. Oh my God, let's go. I'm going to watch Pokemon. For the first time in years, I was excited when I woke up. I was excited by my day, and I had a completely normal day, all right? Normal day planned, nothing exciting, but I was so excited. Let's go. I was so happy to be alive, excited, exhilarated. I was and so enthusiastic. And I was even laughing at myself, what the hell is up with me right now, right? Almost like I was on drug. And listen, maybe sleep is the best drug ever, right? It's the thing that will make anything in your life easier, and it will give you also this aura, this charisma, right? This energy that will make everybody around you love you, just be attracted to you, because you have this energy. You are interested in people. You have this thing that successful people have, right? This, how do you say that? In France, we say, il a la tchatch. And you got this magnetism about you, right? Okay, so you got this point. And this is why I had this idea to make this podcast, because it was so life-changing for me. I want to give this to you, right? So, all right, first thing that I did to improve my sleep. It's not in a particular order, by the way. There are a lot of things here I'm going to be talking to you in this podcast. Don't feel overwhelmed, right? Just if you take one or two things out of this podcast, write them down and try to apply them. I've been trying this for a long time. So I tried a bunch of things. I've been optimizing this for a long time. You don't need to do all those things. Just take a couple of them and the most important one at the end and apply it. And then come back to it, or maybe I'll list them in the description or something like this. I'll give them to you in a list, and you can just take one or two right now, test them for a week, implement them, make it a habit to use them, to do them, and then try to improve. All right, it's a gradual process. I've been doing this for 5 years, right? Anyway, so when I wake up, I get 10 minutes of sunlight, right? So I have my circadian rhythm regulated like this. So my body knows, okay, now it's the morning, you need to wake up, and at night it creates hormones so I can go to sleep easier. Also, I have a specific diet. This is important. Also, by the way, on the light thing, I don't only use sunlight when I work because sometimes there's not much light outside. So what I do is I have an artificial light above my head for the first 2-3 hours that I work. I have an LED light, right, pointed at me, above my head. So it makes me feel like it's the morning, right? So I can, it's time to wake up, right? So I have a specific diet, which consists of only steak and chicken and rice. That's the only thing I eat right now. I tried carnivore before, and I stopped it because it was really impractical for me to go travel. And right now I have this diet, right? The sleep thing can work with a variety of different diets. I just needed to point this out just for you to know. And I have a few supplements, omega-3s, potassium, magnesium, quite a good amount of salt, and vitamin C, and that's it. Sometimes vitamin D if there's not too much sun outside, and that's about it. I started doing this, and I promise you it can be like a game changer for you. I drink hot water after each meal to improve my digestion, and it really bettered my digestion. I have psoriasis. It's an autoimmune disease, right? But it also starts in the gut, in the digestive system, and this thing has improved it quite a bit. So I suggest you just try it. This is why in a lot of culture, in my culture, we also often drink tea after a meal, a hot tea, right? And this, I think the majority of the benefit comes from the hot water, right? The hot water just makes you digest food so much easier. And I was trying club soda water, right? What do you call it? Sparkling water. But hot water works a lot better. Also, I go to the gym 5-6 days a week for about an hour. I do just hypertrophy training, sometimes kind of explosive training. Also, I try to walk outside around 6,000 steps every day. I journal at night. Before bed, about 1 hour before bed, I relax and I start just clearing my mind of any thoughts, any problems that I had during the day. And I also plan for the day ahead. So this empty my mind, and I don't need to, when you get to sleep, when you go in bed and you start having all these thoughts, you don't have them anymore when you have cleared your mind before. Also, I have a relaxation technique, something that allows me to be completely relaxed before going in bed and before going to sleep. And this is right before, like, I'm in my bed, and before to fall asleep faster, this is what I do. So listen up, this is like a really good technique. I don't know where I got this from. I think I used to be a personal trainer, so I had some classes in college about how to relax and make your client feel good after your workout session with him. So I use it on myself. And so this is what I do. I take a deep breath. Deep breath through my nose, right? And out my mouth. And then I'm going to start breathing slowly and naturally through my nose. And every time I exhale, I will think of each body part and try to relax them at the same time that I exhale, right? So I say to myself, kind of like, yeah, this is what I say to myself. My toes are relaxed. My feet are relaxed. My ankles are relaxed. My legs are relaxed. My knees are relaxed. And I go above like all my body parts. And I do legs, hips, stomach, back, chest, shoulders, arms, forearms, hands, neck, facial muscles, and my thoughts at the end. I'm just like trying to relax everything. And when you try to relax them, maybe it's helpful to contract them a little bit and then like let go of the tension to make you more aware of your body parts, of your muscles, and then relax them actively. So it makes it easier. And when you do this, you start relaxing a little more and more, and just I fall asleep. And so it makes me fall asleep a lot faster. Sometimes I don't do it too well. When you're too tired, you don't do it very well, so it doesn't work as much, but oftentimes it helps me, so I do this. Also, I make sure the temperature of my, by the way, I use sleepy time. Yeah, this is important. I use sleepy time to not wake up in the middle of a cycle, because you have multiple cycles during your sleep. And if you wake up in the middle of a cycle, you will wake up extremely tired, no matter the quality or quantity of sleep that you got. You will wake up extremely tired, foggy, and it's just like a mess. You want to wake up at the end of a cycle or in between cycles, right? And to do that, I use sleepy time. It tells you, okay, if you going to bed right now, you push the button, sleep now, and it tells you at what time you need to wake up, depending on how much time you want to sleep. Also, I make sure the temperature of my room is cool at least, slightly cold. It's better. And also my mattress as well. You want to sleep in a cool environment. It makes you sleep so much better. You don't sleep nowhere near as well when your room is warm. It just doesn't work well. So I suggest you open windows. You do something to just make your bed as well cool. So I just put off the sheets of my bed to make the entire room cold, and my mattress as well cool. Not cold, but like at least cool, right? Also, I eat my last meal 3 hours before I go to bed. So I sleep early. This is crucial. You don't get the same quality of sleep when you sleep after midnight. The sleep that you get after midnight is not the same quality of sleep that you get before midnight. So I sleep at 9 p.m., between 9 and 10 p.m., right? Oftentimes, it just gets a little messed up. I sleep at 9:30, something like this. Now, at least, it was not this case. I used to sleep at 11 p.m., like a few months ago. But now, I'm dialed in on 9:30 p.m. And I eat 3 hours prior to this. So at 6 p.m. I'm eating dinner. And also, I used to do this when I was not yet on carnivore. I ate a banana as a dessert. And banana has a lot of magnesium and helps you sleep faster. Also, what's good is that sometimes when you are trying to get to sleep, it takes willpower to go to sleep and to do the last things that you need to do before going to bed. And this willpower, sometimes it's just like you're depleted of willpower at the end of the day because you're tired. And to increase willpower, you need sugar. Like willpower is actually like it requires like real energy, and this energy you can take from glucose. And a banana is a great source of natural source to give you more energy. I don't do this anymore because I feel like I don't need it, and I get allergy when I eat a banana. This is also why I have this particular diet, right? I have a lot of allergies, psoriasis. So when I use with this particular diet, I'm pretty chill. So I eat 3 hours before my last meal. I don't eat anything after my last meal. Okay, you don't go snack right before you go to bed. This is just not possible. I also use blackout curtains. So I sleep in a blackout, pitch black room. And before going to bed and doing my relaxation technique, I stretch a little bit to start relaxing like the right way. So I'm standing up and I bend my upper body to go and touch my toes with my hands, like just like a basic stretch for the hamstrings, right, and the back. And I just let go of any tensions that I have in my back, in my hands, anything. I just try to let go, and I breathe deeply through my nose. And I do a couple of breaths like this, and then immediately I just sit down on my bed and I do the relaxation technique. Of course, at least an hour before bed, my phone is on airplane mode. I don't do social media. I don't like nothing, because even like during the day, I believe it's just distracting your mind. It enters, if you get too much information in your brain, the information is still working in your brain. In the back of your brain, it's just like in the back of your mind, you have it. And so having this like not overstimulated mind helps a lot. And 1 hour before bed, I just cut off everything. No messages, nothing. Airplane mode at 8 p.m., I'm out. And yeah. Now, time for the biggest thing. And I used to do 6-hour nights of sleep. I used to sleep 6 hours at one point. At one point, I slept 7 hours a night. And I figured, okay, 8 hours is the right amount for me. 50 minutes. 7 hours and 50 minutes to be precise. And there are a lot of people right now saying, oh, 7 to 8 hours a night is a myth. You don't need 7 to 8 hours. It's a myth. Those experts, I think, are wrong. And I'm not saying everybody is the same, and you cannot have some people that function totally perfectly and have, I don't know how it's possible, honestly, but like there are some people that have 5 hours a night, 5 hours of sleep a night, and function super well. They're super excited about life and love it. Just like, to me, it doesn't work. Like to me, it definitely doesn't work. And I think tried to let my body adapt to this. For now, it doesn't work for me. But what worked for me is increasing the time that I sleep, the duration, not the quality. The quality, I think, with those things, I get optimal quality of sleep. I'm not saying it's perfect. I don't use an Oura ring. I don't use all those things that make it even more technical and everything. But I do the most practical things for me. It's pretty easy. It gets me pretty good results. But this thing, increasing the quantity of sleep, changed everything for me. So this week, I'm going to read to you the data. I have data to back this up, my data, but it's still. I slept 1 hour more on average this week. And for 3 nights in a row, instead of sleeping 7 hours and 50 minutes, I slept 9 hours and 30 minutes and 20 minutes. 9 hours and 20 minutes I slept. Or at least I was in bed. And I promise you, just even being in bed for more amount of time, it's revolutionary. Like, honestly, it's just, sorry if you don't see too well because of the sun. Wait a second, I'm in my car. It's better this way, I think. So, I was trying to improve my sleep, because honestly, just like sometimes when I went to the gym, I just was still tired. Doing all those things, having an optimized sleep still didn't work. I was feeling tired when I woke up in the morning. And when I did a big leg day, a big workout, well, at night, it took me a lot of time to relax and to actually fall asleep, because my body was so hot. And just like, you can feel that you need more rest. And so I tried to sleep more. And I went to bed at 9. I woke up at 6. It changed everything. I felt so much better waking up like this. Even when I did the big workout and I used to not get great sleep because of a hard workout I did the night before, this time I was rested. I felt great. I had tremendous focus. And guess what? I was reluctant. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to add this hour of sleep because I thought I would waste time. I would have less time to do all the things I need to do. I have a lot of things to do. I have a business to take care of, my health. I need to stretch my hands for 30 minutes twice a day because I injured my hands. I have a lot of things to do. And so this was the last thing I wanted to do, but I was like, let's just try it. All right, I'm not committing to this for life. Just let's try it. And I'm so happy I did, because I'm sorry the sun is distracting you, maybe. Okay, I'll go this way like this. Okay, sorry if you're just listening. But yeah, this hour of sleep, additional hour of sleep was so worth it, because I made it up in focus, in productivity, in speed. I increased every other metric in my life by having a better sleep. Not a better sleep, more sleep, more quantity of rest. And I'm going to tell you this. I mean, no one talks about this. No one tells you, okay, you should sleep more. Everyone is here about, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Listen, if you just sleep 9 hours, just try it. You will see tremendous results. You will be like, it will blow your mind. Here are the results for me. I did this week for 3 days in a row. And I slept, on average this week, 8 hours and 40 minutes. The average for last week was 7 hours and 50 minutes. So I got an hour on average more this week. And this week, I got energy, plus 14% of energy. Focus, plus 16%. And I'm going to tell you at the end how I measured this. It's very easy. It's nothing complicated. And my positivity, like how positive I was during the day. Sometimes I get a little angry too fast, right? I'm just like negative. And so this way, I track my positivity. Basically, I track how positive was I. And I was 21% more positive. Like, I liked my life more. This is a big deal. And so I just wanted to share this with you, because it can have tremendous power if you let it, if you just try it. Honestly, just try it. You're not committing to anything. Just try it. And don't go in the mindset that, okay, you need to sleep 9 hours. Just be in bed for 9 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, let's just try it for a couple of nights, right? 1 week, try to be in bed for 9 hours and 30 minutes. If you sleep, great. If you don't sleep immediately, it's okay. If you sleep actually 8 hours, but you were in bed for 9 hours and 30 minutes, your body will be more rested. There's something about being laid down and having your body being relaxed that just does tremendously. It just does great things. I'm so sorry for the sun like this. I don't know what to do. There's like, the sun is way too hot right now. Anyway, just listen. It's still really important. And I'm almost done, I think. The best thing I did in my life was measuring things. So I measured all those things that you saw. I measure, how do you call it? I measure my focus, my sleep. the time that I work. Actually, I'm going to tell you exactly now, before I give you the tool to measure and improve all these things about your life. Wait, maybe I'll just move around the camera just for you to not have... Okay, is it better like this? I don't know. Anyway, so where was I? Okay, here is the thing that I measure. I don't have the... Wait a second, guys, I'm sorry. I can't find it anymore. Okay, here are the things I measure. I measure the time at which I go to bed. I measure the time I wake up. And so this gets me how much time I was asleep. Well, roughly at least. I also measure my focus, my confidence, my positivity, the cleanliness of my environment, because all those things dictate how disciplined I was. And I also measure how much I spent, and I also measure how much I made, and I have also some notes. And so what I do is that I write down. I complete this Google Excel sheet, right? I complete it every day. It takes me barely like 2 minutes to do. And at the end of the week, I have data. Okay, what I do this, at this moment, I was a little like distracted. And I have some notes also that I write down. Okay, I was distracted by YouTube. I could have improved this at this time. And this allows me to see a bigger picture. If you do this for 2 weeks, you have data and you can improve with this data. You can see, okay, when I sleep more, I get more focused. I'm more positive. I am more confident. I have this energy about me. I have all those things, and just, it's so easy to use and to see how to improve. So I suggest you use it, and you can, I think, get it in the description, hopefully. If not, you can just do the same. It's just like an Excel file, an Excel sheet. I just put the date, and on the far. Can you see even something right now? The sun is so... Maybe I can change the exposure. Wait a second. Woo, that's not better. Wow, I'm sorry. Wait, okay. Is it better like this? I'm sorry. This is very useful. I'm still going to upload this, of course. I had the best day I had for a long time with just sleeping more. And I raised my standard because I used to not sleep at 9 p.m. I used to sleep at 11 p.m. be okay with it. And this week, actually yesterday, I completely I've made like big mistake of being distracted, and I just mindlessly scrolled on social media. I slept and I was angry at myself. I slept at 11 p.m. and this was a big deal to me. And I woke up at 7 p.m. At 7 a.m. 7 a.m. And this was not normal to me. I used to like be awake at 5 a.m. I'm used to this right now. And this is, what I want to tell you is that I raised my standard. And your life is a reflection of your standards. So you want to increase your standard. You want to make it so you don't accept anything below that. And so right now, even though yesterday I've fallen short, I came up short on my new standards. My old standard made it so I was used to sleep at 11 p.m. And this works for, these are patterns that you can recognize with this Excel sheet, right? With this Excel sheet, you can basically see exactly, okay, what are your lows, what are your ups? Lows and ups. This is all, you need to measure, okay, what is the rooftop, the best thing, the best performance that you can have? Okay, the earlier I was able to sleep was 9 p.m. This is your rooftop. This is your up. What you want is to make this up your floor, like your base minimum. And when you do this, this is when you can sustain a habit. This is when you have this standard. For example, if you want to reduce how much you spend, if you're a big spender, for example, you can write down exactly how much you spent. You can see, okay, you used to, like, on the weeks that you spend the most, you spend $300. Okay, now it's going to be the bare minimum that will not, well, this will be the maximum that I spend, right? $300, it's the max. And maybe before the maximum was $600. And so if you spent $600 before you were okay with this, right now you're not going to be okay with spending even $300. And so right now you just raise your standard. And so when you do this, it makes you like truly become better. It makes you have this habit, this like base, this foundational base that you can just rely on. But the sad thing is that however much you raise your standard, if you start falling down, if you start falling short on them, if you start letting yourself be distracted, letting yourself off the hook, you will at one point just crumble. So this is life. You need to always continually improve. If you're not improving your standards, you're decreasing them. And if you decrease them, your life will get worse. And if life will get worse, well, this is not cool. So, if you like this podcast and got some value out of it, like it, share it, subscribe to not miss the next episode, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm really glad you stick up till the end. I hope you got value out of it. Thank you really for your time, and I'll see you in another episode. Take care.